Julia, a lighthearted question first before we talk about the movie. Now, I'm just curious, when you fly on an airplane, I mean, I'm sure most fans that you meet are very polite and respectful, but have you ever been trapped on an airplane with the seatmate from hell next to you, the guy who's going, "Hey, pretty woman," walking down the street, the guy who just won't shut up?
I'm a big sleeper on planes. Planes to me guarantee naps. So people that wake me up annoy me. People that wake me up so they can say, "I don't mean to bother you. First time I slept in a week. What do you want?" That annoys. But no, I've never been next to somebody who wouldn't stop talking. Or you just turn to them and go, "Hi, shh, thanks."
Okay. Well, the movie starts with a great scene where you're doing a job interview and you're a bit nervous. Now, early in your career, when you were going for auditions, how nervous were you, and did you ever have the disastrous audition?
Yeah, to all of that, sure. I'm a human being. We all get nervous. We all have terrible disasters, rejections, horrible failures. So, yeah, I endured all that.
Okay. Well, without trying to embarrass you, but give me an example of a disastrous audition for you.
Anyone that resulted in me not getting a job, right? Because then you can't pay the rent, and then, you're eating out of a can of tuna. That gets sad after a while. Must I go on?
Okay.
I'll make you cry.
Okay. Now, a question about attorneys. Your character is a little intimidated at first by the whole lawyer thing. Now, I know in your position, you probably have to sit down with attorneys in real life once in a while. In real life, are you a little bit intimidated by that whole process when you have to talk with lawyers and try to figure out your life and the business thing?
Well, but I've had the same lawyer, for like 10 years. And actually, he was sitting in front of me when I saw this movie. And I didn't even realize it until I started calling them really bad things at the end of the movie. And I looked down, and there he was with his hands over his ears. And I was so embarrassed. And I called him the next day, and I was like, "Didn't write it. Didn't write it. Got a problem. Called Richard Brockovich. I didn't write any of that." So no, I don't really feel that way.
The question about your costume. I know everyone's talking about the cleavage thing and all that, but the costumes. Now, how fun for you to go into wardrobe every day and find out what you're going to wear, and what kind of comments were you getting from the crew?
Fun. I don't know. There was a great sense of intrigue. I would walk in and kind of look at my bed every morning and go, that's an approach. But then I got used to it after a while. Everybody got used to it. Everybody became sort of immune to my flesh. And it just was like, they could sit and carry on a normal conversation, where for a while it was really just the endless jokes and the boys teasing me and the girls like saying, "Can you breathe?" and, all that kind of stuff. But it was entertaining. It kept us all alert.
Now, a question about the audience feedback from the film. I mean, last night at the screening, everybody's laughing and cheering. How often are you curious just to go to a regular screening of one of your films and walk in anonymously with sunglasses and just see how people react to one of your movies?
Well, it's always more fun to see any movie with folks. And I saw this movie with an audience, and I just kind of ducked in at the last minute before the movie started. And it was really fun to be able to participate with them in their excitement. And the funniest part was afterwards, they were asking the audience questions about this movie, and they hand out cards that you're supposed to fill out. And this guy goes, "I'm not filling out a card. That's bullshit. It's excellent. Why do I have to fill out a card?" And so I thought that was just fine.
Okay. A very quick last question. You've had a really interesting life, and you're only like 30, 31. I'm just curious, at some point, would you ever consider writing an autobiography?
No. How egomaniacal. I'm so interesting. Read about me. No, fiction's definitely the way to go.
Okay, great. Well, I would buy that book. All right, thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah. Nice to see you.